Shalom. I hope you can hear this. I don't know if you can hear this video. I'm gonna just take the jack out. I'm in the car right now. Um, but this is a video, all right? A response, video. This is gonna be a quick video. In response to a response, and to a few responses, all right? But this is, in response to the one body, all right, in Satan, okay, one body in Satan, a church, all right, and I don't, that's not a church, man, all right. It says, give me 2 or 3 precepts that Esau is the white man, all right. So, the guy, he said, give me 2 or 3 precepts that Esau is the white man. Well, hey, listen, man, listen. Give us 2 or 3 precepts, and I'm not saying this to dodge the question, all right? But give us 2 or 3 precepts that you're an Israelite, okay? That you, whatever your name is, Johnny Come Lately, is an Israelite from the prospective tribe that you're from. Give us 2 or 3 precepts to prove that, okay? We want to see that, okay? Now, these individuals, they operate, without any understanding. Again, um, says our people. Let me get a scripture real quick, because, even though I'm driving, I'm out in the country right now, so it's not that much traffic. No, no deer or nothing shouldn't run out in the street while I'm right. I wish that this had the voice thing connected to it. Okay. There is police out here. Okay, 1 second. Right. Real quick, man. That is wrong phrase. It's early in the morning, man. I try to get up early in the morning now. That's my thing. To get up as early as I can, man. And to practice that. Hosea 4:6. Okay? So, how does the scriptures say that Esau, okay, there are two or 3 scriptures that say that Esau is the white man? Well, this is not a thing about color, okay? This is not a thing about color. Now, you have prophecies, okay? This Bible is a prophetic book. Let me say that again. This Bible is a prophetic book, okay? But first, before I say that, let me get this scripture. Let me read it out. Okay, I'm at a stoplight. Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Okay? Now, so-called black people are destroyed, and I speak of all the tribes, for a lack of knowledge. See, and even the fact that I have to say I speak of all the tribes is a testament. Now, this just brings back a lesson that I was going to do. In fact, I was going to call it. We're just we're just leaving the dark ages. Okay. And this doing this lesson just reminded me of that. All right, I want to say we're just leaving the dark ages. All right, but anyway, take me for instance. All right, I knew my great grandfather. All right, not my great grandfather, but my grandfather. All right, I knew my great uncle. Okay, and let me tell you, okay, those individuals, they lived, and we look back when at the time period that they lived in. Okay, here with Esau under the captivity of the so-called white man. All right, and them once being from the South, where you had the conditions of so-called white people treating them so bad, okay, that they had to leave, okay, the warm South where they were at to come to the frigid North, okay, unprepared. Now I asked my grandfather to tell me about his father, okay, and his father's father. He couldn't do that, even though he knew them. It was like a secret, okay? And likewise, my father, okay? And these are, people that I know, all right? That I've grown up with, man, okay? Who don't talk about the past. Those are curses. The Lord put the curses, okay? And he said that there will be curses put on his people. And destruction from a lack of knowledge is why, man. Okay? Is how and why we know who we are. Through prophecies. All right? This guy from the one body in Satan, okay? He's destroyed, okay? Because he has a lack of knowledge, okay? 2/3 of our people, they're walking around right now, okay? A lot of them that have money. A lot of people, get on Tupac, man, and what I don't know what agenda, okay, he was, all right? But he said a lot of things in a lot of his music. I don't, in my opinion, okay, he didn't write music first person as you got these rappers who write about things that they've actually done themselves. He wrote more of as a third person writer, okay? And that the things that he saw other people doing and going through, that's what he wrote about. He didn't himself actually go through those things. Okay? So Tupac had a verse where he says, man, I forgot the way the verse went, but he's saying, even though you got money, you still ain't free. Okay? And then, he goes on to say, running from the police till they capture me. Okay? Niggas, our people, man. I see these individuals, man. And look at them, and they're destroyed, man. People with money. You got our people who are they've abandoned their history, their culture, okay, and try to adopt a culture of chase the bag, get money, okay? Do whatever it takes to get some money on your plate. And that's, you see these individuals and they come up, you know, they come up and they say, such things that give me 2 or 3 scriptures that so-called Esau's the white man, or the Lord hated Jacob or something. It's ridiculous. But the fact remains that these individuals, it's about they've destroyed themselves because they've reached, the point of learning that they can't go any farther, man. Okay? The Lord has blocked their mind. Okay? Let me get some more scriptures. See, did I spell it right? Okay. 1 Timothy 4:2. Speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with that hot iron. Okay? That hot iron is the knowledge of America, the knowledge that they've been taught, the way of life that makes our people conform. You got jakes that'll kill their partners. Okay? Kill their mans. Okay? Crossing their mans. For what? It's more than money. It's because their conscience has been seared with that hot iron full of lies and hypocrisy. Of what? Of where? Of America. Of Babylon. Okay? The daughter of Babylon, where we are at. Okay? Damn, Mark. No, this is deadly serious, man. Okay? This is deadly serious. This is important. Okay, to know. So all you have to do is go to the curses, man. Okay? The Lord is not a man that he should lie. Okay? He's not going to lie. Okay? He's not going to, what is that? He's not going to lie, man. All right? Salakia. He's not a man that he should lie. Who's going to lie? All right? Esau, the so-called white man, where you have learned your ways. Okay? You've learned all your ways from Esau, the so-called white man. All right? Black and white. See? We don't deal with that. All right? Okay, 1 Corinthians 2:14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right? for they are foolishness unto him. And ultimately, man, since I've been in this truth, man, I've seen brothers come, brothers go, people I've looked at and fancied as, incredible teachers in this truth, but at the end of the day, okay, this truth is foolishness was foolishness unto those individuals. Okay, why? Because this world seeped into their mind, man. Okay? The cares of this world seeped into their conscience. And they doubted on Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned. Okay? So they're not going to get them. They're not going to understand this. We've been doing videos on Japhet and this and that over and over again. Okay? Bringing out bringing out, you got the bishops, apostles, bishops, elders who bring out the historical facts showing you who the original Japhetic people were. Okay? And people are still saying that the so-called white man is Japhet. You know why? Because they believe that the so-called white man and woman are beautiful. See, they don't even go into the meaning of words. And so when it comes to beauty and such, they accredit beauty to the so-called white man, woman and child over anything. You see? Because, they've been spoon-fed those Gerber, video commercials and Miss America and all of that here in Babylon. Speaking lies and hypocrisy. Esau owns all the things on the planet. He's going into space. Africans are not doing that, So-called black people are not doing that. If I go to news break, look at this. Look what's happening to Jake. Let's see. Okay, we see this is about the Palestinians, no doubt. Oh no, this that has something to do with okay, we're raising a generation of dummies. Charles Barkley calls today's players dumb for being incapable of beating something, whatever. But, listen, we are raising a generation, more than one generation of dummies, man. Charles Barkley is a dummy, okay? He has to stay in line with the money that he has, and he has no problem with staying in line, doing what, he has to stay in line to receive those freedoms. He can't cross the line. You understand? "25 years for a man who murdered the wrong person and botched revenge killing 15 days after being paroled." Okay, and look at the nigga just looking like, oh well. Okay? You understand? This is Jake going through this. These are curses. Okay? 3 arrested after group fight on 183rd out in Homewood. Homewood was an all-white suburb, okay? Now it's niggered out, man. Because you have a Esau, because you have these Jakes who've been taught lies and hypocrisy. You can't make it in this society. So anyway, Chicago activist launches recall effort against Mayor Brandon Johnson. They want to get rid of this mayor. But guess what? This mayor didn't make Chicago a sanctuary city. Okay? Let's see. Real quick, man. And I'm going off into something else because, I really don't take that guy serious, man. You can't take, you know.
Mayor Harold Washington. According to ABC Chicago, it was Mayor Harold Washington in 1985 who issued an executive order designating Chicago as a sanctuary city. It was meant to prohibit city employees, including police, from enforcing federal immigration laws.
Okay. So, Mayor Harold Washington, okay, made made Chicago a sanctuary city. Okay. Let's see. What makes Chicago a sanctuary city? The city will not ask about your immigration status. Okay, because you had a lot of people from Mexico, okay, coming in, and they were trying to deport Issachar. Okay. So what the other mayors did in response to this mayor, okay, saving them from deporting Issachar, okay, so-called Mexicans, what they began to do is bring in Europeans, a lot of Polacks, a lot of people from Europe, Ukraine, Lithuania, okay? And they brought a lot of people in from Europe. And so that's what, basically made Chicago a sanctuary city. And now, people are upset because guess what? Now you got a lot of more Jakes coming in, man. These Jakes, they remind me of Ephraim, man. Okay. They remind me of Ephraim. So anyway, man, this was a response video. This thing is a spiritual thing, all right? And the Bible doesn't say white or black, okay? You go to the curses, okay? You go to the blessings, which all line up with end time prophecy, and you see the pieces that are in place for the end time prophecy. In order for it, and that's called time, okay? On the old clocks, you had a hour hand and a minute hand, and you had a second hand, okay? In order for it to be 12:30, one hand had to be on 12, the other hand had to be on 6, okay? And that made it 12:30. So, right now we have one hand here, one hand there, and so we know, okay, and it's lining up who is Jacob and who is Esau. All right. So, with that being said, Lord willing, you were edified. Till next time, Shalom.